1, 2. Yeah. One, two. What's up, everybody? How you feeling? Thank you for being here. Just getting things together here. Hold tight. I think we're good to go. Once again, thank you guys for being here. And yeah, I don't really want to talk too much today. I just kind of want to get into this. But I do want to say thank you guys for being here. And also, a couple things I just want to mention. In case you don't know, this Saturday, I'm doing another drum and bass set. So make sure you share that in the chats, let people know. Yeah, I'll be doing it with this group called SD Union, which is a crew out of San Diego. They're homies, and I want to support them. There's a big lineup as well, so mark that in your calendar. I think, what time am I on? 10 p.m.? 9 p.m. PST, Saturday. So make sure you take a second, write that down. Another drum and bass set. My chill set is up on my Bandcamp right now, so anybody out there who wants to grab that, it's up there for free. And do me a favor, man, throughout the course of this, while we're grooving, if you don't mind, all the people who are going to get here late or might get on later, let them know about the drum and bass set coming up on the 6th, so they know. Let them know that the chill mix is up, so if they want to grab that, they can. And let's see. Hoodies have gone out, shirts are gone out, but the first wave, so you should have some people are showing me that they're getting them, and I appreciate that. But there's another wave coming of those, so keep an eye out. Got to shout out a couple people. EVGA, again, thanks to those guys for helping me out with some of my computer tech side stuff. Shout out to Roland as well. I never got a chance to shout them out, and they've been an amazing ally in this, so I appreciate them. If you want to support, Venmo, PayPal.me, or Cash App. It's all DJ Z Trip. So appreciate that. Crazy fucking week, right? And yeah, I feel like it's best to just drop into some of this stuff. Gonna do a house set. Shout out to all the OGs in house. Shout out to Chicago. Shout out to Detroit as well on the techno side. House music, it's black music, and just like hip hop, all this music I fuck with is based in black music. So shout out all the OGs and the originators of this culture and this art form. People ask me like, hey, what are you gonna play? You're gonna play tech house? You're gonna play deep house? You're gonna play whatever? I like all kinds of house music, so I'm gonna actually kind of go all over the place. And I didn't want to make it too centered on one or the other. I didn't want to get too old or too new or too classic, or I just want to play some records right now that I dig. Some things that kind of stuff I want to say in this music, some stuff I want to feel, and also take our minds off of something for a minute as well. So I'm just gonna get into it, but yeah, if you want some classic stuff, you want to go deeper, we can do that another time. But this is just me sort of hitting all angles of it, and through sort of the prism of the music that I dig within house music. So anyway, I'm going to get into this. Thank you guys for being here again. Oh yeah, next Thursday, I forgot. Next Thursday, I'm going to be doing the BBC Radio 1 Hip Hop Takeover revisited, re-examined. I'm going to re-examine that mix. Very hip hop heavy mix. So be here for that. That's going to be again next Thursday, 6 p.m. PST. But the drum and bass set is this Saturday, 9 p.m. PST. SD Union. I'll be posting that stuff up as well on some of my socials. So if you want to come and check that out. And if you want to get a taste of what I do with drum and bass, that's also on my Bandcamp as well. Let's get into this, all right? Again, thank you guys for being here. Let's do this.
Brothers, sisters, one day we will be free from fighting violence. People dying in the streets when the angels from above fall down and spread their wings like doves, and we'll walk hand in hand, sisters, brothers, we'll make it to the promised land.
This is the vibe. This is the vibe. This is the vibe. I'm getting the groove right. It's gotta be funky. Funky, 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 funky. Yeah. I remember back in the days, digging in the crates, looking for tracks, loops, playing records all day. Cause I wanted to be different. Real DJs know you gotta feel the funk and create your own style. Funky, 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 funky. You gotta feel the funk and create your own style. You know why? It's for that good old house music. 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 This is the vibe. 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 Good old house music.
I could never understand what all the categories were for house music. And somebody actually asked me, I could never understand what all the categories were for house music. And somebody actually asked me, I could never understand what all the categories were for house music. And somebody actually asked me, I couldn't tell you. It's good and it's bad. To me always, it's been house. House is just house. House is house. House is house. House is house. 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 House is house. House is
Flames moving up and down the street. An inferno will cause a scene. Let it burn down your body head to feet. Like a bonfire, I'm gonna burn through deep. I can feel the fire burning me. Like a bonfire, I'm gonna burn real deep. Burn real deep. It feels so good to feel your heat. Gets hotter when you're next to me. a burn fire, I'm gonna burn real deep. Burn real deep, 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 deep. Burn real deep, 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 deep,
Feeling that? Throw some Z's up in the chat real quick. Feeling the vibe. Let's go.
know. Your trust, I found a place. This way we choose. Your touch, I found a place. These days you'll never know. Your trust, I found a place. This way we choose. Your touch, I found a place. These days you'll never know just how much you got. Show your trust, I found a place. It's everything I'll ever chase. This way that we choose. Not another moment we can lose. Your touch, I found a place. Just another fact I have to face. 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 Just another fact I have to face.
Master all fucking styles of music. That's what I think. Hey. I bet there's some of you out there who had no clue that I could even get down like this. Shame on you. But thanks for being here. Hey. It's all music, it's all love. Yo.
Did we make me do acid last night? Or am I just crazy dreaming?
is acid, baby. This 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 is acid, baby.
Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me fucked up.
This is acid, baby.
Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me fucked up. Y'all got me fucked. Y'all got me fucked up.
I need to free my mind. Sometimes I get real high. Sometimes I wanna raise my hand. Sometimes I wanna do my dance. Sometimes I need to free my mind. Sometimes I get real high. Sometimes I wanna lose control. Sometimes the beat touch my soul. Sometimes I need to free my mind. Sometimes I get real high. Sometimes I wanna raise my hand. Sometimes I wanna do my dance. Sometimes I need to free my mind. Sometimes I get real high. Sometimes I wanna lose control. Sometimes the beat touch my soul. Sometimes I need to free my mind. Sometimes I get real high. Sometimes I wanna raise my hand. Sometimes I wanna do my dance. Sometimes I need to free my mind. Sometimes I get real high. Sometimes I wanna lose control. Sometimes the beat touch my soul. Sometimes I need to free my mind. Sometimes I get real high. Sometimes I wanna raise my hand. Sometimes I wanna do my dance. Sometimes I need to free my mind. Sometimes I get real high. Sometimes I wanna lose control. Sometimes the beat touch my soul. 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 I need to free my mind. Sometimes I get real high. Sometimes I wanna raise my hand. Sometimes I wanna do my dance. Sometimes I need to free my mind. Sometimes I get real high. Sometimes I wanna lose control. Sometimes
Hold on, fuck that. Fuck that shit. Hold on. I got to start this motherfucking record over again. Wait a minute. Fuck that shit.
Once again, if you're feeling it, throw them Z's up, man. I want to see them Z's.
This girl next door when her parents went out, your folks say, hey boy, come on right around. So I knock at the door, he was standing with a bottle of red wine, ready to pour, dressed in long black satin, lace to the floor. So I went in and we sat there, started kissing, caressing, told me about jacuzzi, sounded interesting. So we jumped right in, all calls diverted to answer phone. Please leave a message after the tone. Please leave a message after the tone. Please leave a message after the tone.
I'm sorry. The government you have elected is inoperative. I'm sorry. The government you have elected is inoperative. Click. Inoperative. Just how blind will America be? Just how blind will America be? The world is on the edge of its seat, defeat on the horizon. Very surprising that we all could see the plot and claimed that we could not. Just how blind, America? Just as Vietnam exploded in the rice, snap, crackle, and pop could not stop people determined to be free. Just how blind will America be?
Now we got a revolution, 'cause I see the face of things to come.
Now is the time.
Now we got a revolution, 'cause I see the face of things to come.
Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time to lift our nation from the quicksands of racial injustice to the solid rock of brotherhood. Now is the time to make justice a reality for all of God's children. It would be fatal for the nation to overlook the urgency of the moment. This sweltering summit of the Negro's legitimate discontent will not pass until that is an invigorating autumn of freedom and equality. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. No, we are not satisfied, and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time.
This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Don't catch you slipping now. Look what I'm whipping now. This is America. Don't catch you slipping now. Look how I'm living now. Police be tripping now. Yeah, this is America. Come to my area. I got the strap. I gotta carry 'em. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fool with this. Yeah. Yeah, this is Gorilla. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fool with this. Yeah,
So scream and throw your hands up. The party's about to begin, and I'm gonna rock it to the end. I'm known as the DJ, F-A-S-T-E-double-D-I-E. You see, it's all cause I'm about to get raw and raw. Raw than you've ever seen before. So get funky and loose and party to this music that I rearrange, change, mix, and produce. By myself with no one else, without a doubt, cause I'm the only one that turns it out. Acid Thunder was the wonder, but this one is gonna put you underground, which is the name of the studio that has the sound. So get down and get down and get down and yo.
Break it on down. Break it on down. Break it on down. Round and round and round and round and round and hear the house music steady, steady pounding. Feel the energy rush up to your face. Feel the vibe, feel the vibe, feel the bass. Come on, jump, jump, a little higher. Jump, jump until you get tired. House your body, house your body, house your body to the bass. House it all over the place, so don't let nobody get in your way. Tonight's your night, today's your day. Africa will steer you wrong.
Say what?
House music all night long.
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 I house you.
Don't you know?
I house you.
Don't you know that?
I house you. You in my hood now.
Don't you know that?
I house you.
Don't you know?
I house you.
Don't you know that?
I house you. You in my hood now.
Don't you know that?
I house you.
Don't you know?
I house you.
Don't you know that?
I house you. You in my hood now.
Don't you know that?
I house you.
Don't you know?
I house you.
Don't you know that?
I house you. You in my hood now.
Don't you know that?
I house you.
Don't you know?
I house you.
Don't you know that?
I house you. You in my hood now.
Don't you know that?
I house you.
Don't you know?
I house you.
Don't you know that?
I house you. You in my hood now.
Don't
I house you.
break it on down, break it on, break it on down, break it on down, break it on, break it on down, break it on down, break it on, break it on, break it on, break it on down. Break it on down, break it on down, break it on down, break it on, break it on down, break it, break, 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 break it on down, break it, break, 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 break it on down.
Breaking on down. Boy, I'll house you. Boy, I'll house you. Boy, I'll house you. You in my hood now. Boy, I'll house you. Boy,
kind of miss hip house, to be honest. One more time, if you're feeling this, throw the Z's up. Throw some hearts up. Let's do it. Hey!
I can't understand what the problem is. I find it hard enough dealing with my own business. I got an answer machine that can talk to you. They go. Two. I got an answer machine that can talk to you. They go.
I think America must see riots do not develop out of thin air. Certain conditions continue to exist in our society, which must be condemned as vigorously as we condemn riots. In the final analysis, a riot is the language of the unheard. 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 What is it that America has failed to hear? It's failed to hear that the plight of the Negro poor has worsened over the last few years. It's failed to hear that the promises of freedom and justice have not been met. And it has failed to hear that large segments of white society are more concerned about tranquility and the status quo than about justice, equality, and humanity. And so in a real sense, our nation's summers of riots are caused by our nation's winters of delay. And as long as America postpones justice, we stand in the position of having these recurrences of violence and riots over and over again. Social justice and progress are the absolute guarantors of riot prevention. I'm still convinced that nonviolence is the most potent weapon available to oppress people in their struggle for freedom and justice. 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 Freedom. Don't you know?
Don't you know, talking about a revolution sound, revolution sound, revolution sound, revolution sound.
Now listen, we ain't got time to be tired. We got a long, long way to go. That's right, a long, long, long way to go. We ain't got time to be tired, 'cause the tired move too slow. They move too slow. We ain't got time to be tired. There's a fight that must be won. It must be won. You know something? You ain't got time to be tired, 'cause the war has just begun. That's right, the war has just begun. Now listen, I say the war. The war has just begun. You say, what war? The war for freedom. For freedom and equality. That's right. I say the war has just begun.
There it is. Thank you guys for being here today and catching that. That felt good. And like I said in my post, now's the time to get back to the front lines, get back in it. This is a marathon, people, so lace up your track shoes, man. Things are happening in this world. And yeah. Yo, you know what? I'm gonna answer some questions. We're gonna talk a little bit, and then I think what I want to do is actually I want to raid somebody today. I think it's time to raid somebody. That's what I think. Keep this party going. But before we do that, a couple things. Definitely shout out all the people who showed up early, who are here, who've been present, who've been showing up every week. I appreciate that a lot. It means a lot to me that you guys are here. And yeah, that you carve out a little bit of time for us to do this. This has become my church service every Thursday. You know what I mean? This is fills my cup back up. So I hope it does for you as well. Yeah, some stuff to talk about really fast. Some things that you should know if you don't already know. Next Thursday, I'm doing the hip hop BBC Radio 1 hip hop takeover mix, and that's going to be we're going to re-examine that mix. I'm going to pick it apart and do some live stuff from it, and just kind of break it down. So be here for that. But more importantly, this Saturday, I'm doing another drum and bass set with SD Union. These cats out of San Diego. They're my local drum and bass chapter, and I'm trying to support those cats. They've got a whole bunch of people on the bill. I believe we have a flyer for it somewhere. I'll probably post it after this. So make sure you follow it. Make sure you check it out. They're doing I think a 3-day festival with all these drum and bass heads, and they asked me to be a part of it. So that's Saturday, June 6th. SD Union at 10 p.m. PST. 9 p.m. 9. You can tell my brain's completely fried. I need to sit down for a second, man. It's been a crazy week. 9 p.m. PST, June 6th, Saturday, drum and bass set, another drum and bass set. And if you want to hear me play drum and bass, you never heard me play drum and bass, go to my Bandcamp. My drum and bass set from a couple weeks ago is up there. You can download that for free. You can also download last week's chill set for free up there. Feel free to donate. If you want to donate there, you can. You can donate anywhere. There's a million places you could see where to donate, and I appreciate all of it. It all helps. Hoodies and t-shirts are on their way out to you, and the second wave is coming, so hold tight for that. Shout out to EVGA for all the love with the computer stuff. Shout out to Roland. And yeah, shout out to Yulia over here putting in work, the behind the scenes stuff you don't see. And yeah, crazy week, man. I know it's been tough. It's been tough on me. I know it's been tough on a lot of people. And so nice to get a little bit of refuge, but let's get back in it. Make sure you vote. Make sure you, stick with this, because I feel like we're at the tipping point. I feel like some things are about to change. I hope so anyway. Some questions, man. What do you guys want to know? What do you want to talk about? You want to know about my Bonnaroo experience? My Bonnaroo experience, by the way, if you don't know what that is, you could technically go on YouTube and see it for yourself. And I'll break it down because it's pretty monumental. And it includes me shouting out Vinrock from Triple Threat DJs, by the way. So that was a gig. I think it was my first time playing Bonnaroo, and I was going on before Trey Anastasio from Fish. And yeah, that was so they had me kind of main stage but off to the side, and they were so getting Trey set up that they set me up. They were like, here you go, you're on. I was like, great. And I don't know, there's like 70,000 people there. And they had hanging speakers. There's a lot of people. And the sun was starting to set. And they didn't give me a mic. So I'm just up there playing. And I can't tell if the people in front of me are hearing me or if everyone's hearing me. Can't tell. So I just do my set. Sun starts to set. And I got about maybe 5 minutes left. And the old trick that you do is you take the headphones, if you don't know, for all the cats who don't know, but you can unplug the headphones, plug them into the mic input, and you can talk through your headphones as a really shitty microphone. But it works, so if you ever need to amplify your voice, you can just plug that in, but just know it's going to sound like shit. But, so I grabbed the headphones, and I was like, hey, this is my last song. My name is Z-Trip. Listen, if you can hear me or if you're feeling this, throw a lighter up in the air. And back when, people had lighters in their pockets, I guess. Anyway, but the whole place lit up, and all of a sudden I could tell that the last hour everyone had heard everything I'd played and that they were engaged, and I was blown away at that. And Vin Rock was behind me, and he had a camcorder, old school camcorder over his shoulder, and he recorded the whole thing. But the lighters went up, and once the lighters went up, it looked amazing, looked beautiful. But then, because the lighters were up, everyone was like, oh, I got to take a picture of this. So everyone pulled out their cameras and started taking pictures of all the lighters. And so you had these lighters that were lit, and then you had all these flashes of cameras going off. And it was probably the most surreal thing I've ever seen. And I took a page out of Mike Shinoda's book. I saw him do this once. He only did it one time on tour when I was opening for Linkin Park, and I think it was somebody's birthday. And so he had everybody light up a lighter, and he said, on the count of 3, we're going to blow out the candles. And I was like, that's the most amazing thing. And it looked beautiful. And I was like, I'm going to try it, right? So I was like, yo, on the count of 3, I'm going to blow out the candles. And I was like, 1, 2, 3. And I went into the mic, and all the lights went out. And he captured it. And I was like, that was the most intense moment I've ever seen. And I was like, how am I going to describe this to anybody? And I looked back, and Vin Rock was like, he got it. I was like, yo. So go to my YouTube channel. It's on there. And it's probably the first, the first viral thing that ever happened. You know what I mean? Nobody had phones. It was just the camcorders, old school. First or second Bonnaroo, I don't know what it was, but yeah, it was a moment. It was a vibe. And I was playing Dust in the Wind, mind you, from Uneasy Listening, that mix. So it was a heavy moment, but you should go check that out because it was pretty dope. I'm going to throw on a different tune here. Hold on. Here we go. Throw this tune on. Yeah, that's a good tune. Did you guys have a good time today, man? That felt good. It felt dope. I don't ever really get a chance to play house. So it was nice to actually dig in the crates and find some of my favorite house tunes. Hope you guys dug that. Some other questions. When is the next house set? Yeah, I don't know. Give me a second to figure that one out. Here's the thing that I hope what happens. I hope that when we get back to some sense of normalcy, probably many months from now, whenever, but once we get back into the mix, I'm hoping that I can actually go to different places and be booked to do different sets. So, someone will want me to do a house set in Portland, and someone will want me to drum and bass set in Florida, or whatever. I'm hoping that I actually have the ability to bounce around and do different sets, and I'm also going to try my hardest to keep this thing that we've got going happening. I don't know if I can pull it off weekly, but I will try my hardest to keep it active. So maybe it's bi-weekly, maybe it's once a month, depending on how things get. But I will try my hardest to give you guys different flavors, different styles. I'm definitely planning on doing a reggae set at some point. I want to do an 80s thing at some point as well. A dub thing. The chill thing was great, but I felt like there was so much other stuff that I didn't get a chance to even dip into. So I want to do that as well. So yeah, I see the destinations: SF, AZ. I'm curious, really quick, if you don't mind, everybody, let me know where you're from. Type in where you're from, I'm curious how many people are here from overseas and what time it is there, But yeah, definitely Aspen. It was funny, I was booked to do a show in Aspen, but we had to postpone that. A lot of shows. There was a lot of things on the table. Bottle Rock Festival, we postponed that. A couple other things. Where am I from? People are asking me. I'm originally from Little Neck, New York. That was where I was born. Queens. It's in Queens. and then moved to Arizona, and then LA. I see Detroit, Brooklyn's in the house. Orlando, Detroit, San Diego, Chicago, Maryland, Seattle, Whistler, I love it. Boston, shout out Boston. One of the best accents ever. West Virginia, Mexico, what up Mexico? Las Vegas, California, Texas, El Paso, love it. Yeah, Vancouver, a lot of my Canadian homies. Shout out to all the Canadian homies up there. Jersey, Washington. I love it, man. It's great. It's great that it's amazing. Like, to me, this is so dope to be able to have everybody from all over the world here. I think that's so dope. So that's dope. Yeah, Texas, Calgary. Man, a lot of Canada. Canada's here today. Australia. What up, Australia? Yeah, man. Dope. Perth, Australia. I don't know if you've ever been to Australia, but Australia is so spread out, and Perth is like the furthest, and it's really its own little spot, and it's amazing. So shout out to Perth. Espinoza? No? All right. Well, maybe we need to make that happen. Maybe he's having technical difficulties. I was thinking of maybe passing this to Jay Espinoza, because I know he's in the house, and maybe we can pass the house baton, but I guess we got to get him up and running. So somebody put in a call to Jay, tell him to get it together. You don't have his number here. Here, let's call Jay. Let's everybody call fucking Jay Espinoza right now and be like, "What's up, dude?" You guys cool with that? If we call Jay? Oh, hang on. Here we go. Let's do this really quick. Yeah. Let's see what he says. Yeah, I'm gonna put him on blast. Fuck that. That's true. What if something happened to him? Them motherfuckers plugging in RCA cords. Yo, what's up, man?
What's up?
Are you playing right now?
Yeah, I just went live.
You just went live?
Yeah.
All right, okay. You're late.
You're done?
I'm gonna be done in about 5 minutes. I just want to make sure you're there. I want to send nobody. I got all these people who want to hear some house music.
Okay, no, yeah, I was in your shit earlier. You were killing it.
Oh, thanks, man.
Right now, like I went live right at 7:30 on the dot.
All right. Okay, so you weren't late. You're on time. All right.
I was like late. I was late, but I was on time.
No, you're on time. By the way, I got you on speaker so everyone can hear you right now. What do you want to tell the people before we take it over there?
Am I in your chat right now?
Yeah, well, you're on my mic right now. You're this is happening. This is really happening right now.
All right, Z. Well, first, thanks for doing what you're doing.
Appreciate that.
And shout out to everybody, all the Z's in the chat. Shout out to all the Z's. Everybody in the, what do you guys call yourself? The Z Army?
The Z Force.
The Z Force. Shout out to the Z Force. I'm on right now. I'm live, so.
All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up, man. We'll head over in a second, man.
Okay.
Save your best shit for like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a chill vibes.
Dope. All right, man. We'll see you in a minute.
All right, bro.
All right, man. Peace. That's Jay Espinoza. That's the homie. We're gonna raid him in a minute. Yeah, the Z Force. I think that's the move. I think it's the Z Force. That's what we should call ourselves. Maybe that's the next T-shirt we make for subscribers only or something. I don't know. We'll do something real dope. Any other questions? Yeah, we're gonna head over to Jay Espinoza's in a minute. But I just want to wrap this up and say thanks to everybody for being here. Shout out all the homies. Oh yeah. You should do that. You should put that up in a second, just so you can see this. Get into our hip hop world a little bit, and then and what we're also going to do is we're also going to readjust some of these lights, get it together. We were having some issues today with the green screen. There's always some technical shit, man. You know what I mean? It's a 2-person squad over here, and we're trying to put out all these technical fires. And I appreciate, by the way, all the people who have been chiming in and offering up their services. Some design folks, some people offering up web stuff, visual stuff, anything, man. Like, to be honest, this is a co-op. This is a group effort, so I appreciate that. All the people who've given me coffee, all the people who've sent me water, gear. There's so many to name, so thank you, all of that. And I'm wide open to receiving any kind of gesture, and I hope that I can return that. So hope you guys are, hope this does something that fills your cup up. You know what I mean? Again, Chill Mix is up on Bandcamp. Make sure you grab that. And also the drum and bass mix. And I think I'll try and maybe listen to the parts where I didn't fuck up in the house mix and try and put the house mix up at some point. But I think that might be the move, man, because people were telling me on Twitch that some stuff got muted, and like that's the whole deal. Like that's the environment we're in. Like, so hopefully there's a way, if you can see it on Facebook Live or YouTube or wherever, like maybe you can catch it. But I'll try my best to put these things out there so you can enjoy them later. But we'll figure it out. It's all new territory, trying to figure it all out. Anyway, any last minute stuff? I want to go definitely see Jay in a second and keep this party moving, keep this vibe right, and go have some dinner. I'm hungry, need to eat some food. But anything else that you guys want to know, man? When is the reggae set? Reggae set's soon. I think that's coming, to be honest. Yeah, that's on the horizon. All these things are on the horizon, but to be honest, it's these things take time, and I think I'm gonna do this set tomorrow. I'm gonna do this set on Saturday, drum and bass set. Then I'm gonna do another set next Thursday, the hip hop BBC One hip hop takeover revisited, and then I'm not really sure what's coming up after that. Might even take a break. I don't know. Maybe we'll take a week off and like recalibrate. There's some things I got to do around in my environment that require some attention that I've been putting off. I think we all got blindsided with the current events. It was really hard to get motivated the last week, obviously. So, yeah, 45 set. That's definitely on the list. Man, there's gonna be a lot, and I feel like while the world is going on and we're all trying to figure it out, I think we're kind of gonna have this environment for a minute. So I'll try my hardest to keep pushing it. Punk or grunge set? Yeah, I'll probably do something proper like that. I mean, here's the thing: why I haven't done one of those. I did the Sound and Vision Revisited. That's also up on Bandcamp, and there was some punk and rock stuff in there. But then also, I did the Tony Hawk thing where I played a whole bunch of punk stuff there. So I'll probably do one proper. You know what I mean? I'll probably go in proper, but we'll see. Oh, someone was asking what's a 45 set. Yulia says, and don't be mean, but someone's asking. It's like, I'm not going to be mean. You know what I mean? Like, here's the thing. People in the chat don't be mean. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that's so fucking awesome. The fact that I can explain to somebody what a 45 set is dope. And the fact that they're in this chat right now is amazing. And the fact that there's these new people who have shown up, via the last EDC sets, and there's new blood here, and they're excited and enthusiastic. The last thing I want to do is shit on them for asking a question, because that's bullshit. Like, you can ask anything here. Oh, look at this. This is a 45. So, this is a small record. Some records have a hole that is a little bit bigger, and you put a little adapter and you put that on. 45 is they call it 45 for the speed that it's playing at, which is 45 revolutions per minute. The big records, these guys, normally spin at 33 1/3 revolutions. So this goes faster and it's smaller, and so you actually have smaller real estate to manipulate, and it's going faster. So when you do a set with these, it's actually a complete other level of difficulty, because you have to find the grooves, and you have to, first off, you have to find the record, and then second, you got to figure out, if you want to manipulate the record and extend it, you got to get 2 copies, and then you got to go back and forth, going from an intro to an outro or whatever. And you'll see I'll put stickers on all these records, and there's a whole amount of work that goes into putting those sets together. So they're really fun, they're really interesting, but there's, for the people who don't know, that's a whole set of small records going fast is the best way I can say what that is. And yeah, I love that stuff, and it's fun. And again, I forget that some people, yeah, I think that's awesome. This whole concept of people like, you got to understand, like, I feel like we take a lot of things for granted. I assume that people know I've done 5,000 mixes. I assume people know that I did the Bonnaroo thing and that I assume people know that I work with LL Cool J. I assume that people know these things. You know what I mean? Like, but I realize that that's not the case, and I can't assume that. So anytime you guys want to ask me anything, anytime I can share. It's also kind of fun because going back and revisiting some of these old mixes, it's kind of nice because I get to sort of tap back in and go like, oh shit, I forgot about that. That was a fun thing. And I get to share it with people who have no clue. Because if you go to like SoundCloud or my Mixcloud or whatever, there's probably a whole bunch of different stuff. You don't know what is what, if you're new. And I think that's awesome. So, I love the fact that you're here and you're curious and you want to discover. And if there's a certain thing you like over something else, I can help steer you to that. Like if you love bass music, you should hear my Wolf set. You know what I mean? If you're really into... there's a thing that I did that's called Adaptive Rhythms, where I took a Todd Henry speech and I chopped it up and I put it to something that that's really, if you are looking for some spoken word or something a little more intellectual, check that out. There's different levels to what I do, and if you want to hear me talk about different things, I just did a thing for Serato. I did a unscripted, and we sort of dug deep into. Talking about DJ stuff, and that was like right before COVID happened, so that's kind of a cool thing you can do. And I forget to I just assume, oh yeah, I put it out on Instagram or I put it out on Twitter, and you guys just, oh yeah, you all got it, you all got the invite. It's like, no man, like everyone's busy, there's a million things going on. So and by the way, the thing that helps me is if any of you out there can share this with any of those people, because I assume that everyone's heard Uneasy Listening. It's like, if you haven't, you should hear that. You know what I mean? So, I don't mind explaining. I think it's awesome, and I think it's dope that people are curious, man. So, thank you for asking. You know what I mean? Don't ever feel weird about asking any of that shit. Where can you listen to my sets? Mixcloud, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, and yeah, there's probably some stuff on YouTube. I threw. You should definitely and. On the flip side, all the people who didn't see my EDC set or didn't see my Nocturnal Wonderland set, you should really go check those out because those are really dope, and it's very sort of current, interesting, and you get to sort of see it. It sounds good, looks good. Yeah, really, really dope stuff. And yeah, Shifting Gears, you should check that out. That was an album I put out. Got 4 stars in Rolling Stone back in the day. Super stoked on that. Yeah, Anti-War Mix. Would I ever come to the UK for any large festival? You mean again? Of course I would. I'd love to. It's I'd love to travel again. I'd love to go to Australia again. I'd love to hit the UK. I'd love to go to Iceland again. Iceland's dope. Yeah, Japan. Go to Asia again. Bali. There's all these spots that I played, and I'd love to play them all again, and I'm definitely down to do it. It's just about getting the right festival, the right people who can do it correctly. You know what I mean? That's really it. But I'm always down. I'm always down to share this stuff, and definitely better to play in front of people than it is to be on camera for me. That's selfish for me, but down. Okay. Jay said he's resetting, so we're gonna give him another minute, and then we're all gonna run over there. It's all right, man. This is all look. Here's the thing, man. People forget, like, it's all new technology. Like, to be honest, had COVID not happened, none of us would have been fucking doing this shit. We would have all been doing the whatever. So it's like, I was talking with Cut Chemist last night. Shout out to Cut Chemist as well. He might be in the chat. Might not. I'm not sure. But we were speaking. And, he's like, yo, man, I got a question about this and OBS. And it's like, none of us knew what the fuck OBS was, by the way. Open Broadcast Service, I think, right? System, sorry. Whatever, OBS, it's a program that allows us to put this stuff out there. And so we're learning that shit. We're learning, like, how does a green screen work? How does light work? What's the bit rate on that? It's like all this new tech shit. And the funny thing is, like, we're doing that, but we're also like having to work on a set. So there's this multitasking which is going on. It's fucking nuts right now. But you know, it's fun, it's cool, it's interesting, and I love the fact that we're all, it's leveled us all, and it's put us all back on the chessboard as pawns in a sense. We all have to sort of hit reset, and the fact that you guys are all here for that is amazing because it's extremely encouraging. You know, if I were doing this for 20 people, I would really be stressed. The fact that you guys are here makes me go, well, if I'm going to spend, you know, 3 days, 4 days learning this software or learning how to make these things speak so you guys get a better quality picture, like that's what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And while that's happening, I'm drinking the coffee you're sending, and I'm the money that you're donating to my PayPal or my Venmo, I'm buying new lights with that, or I'm buying, you know, I need some new HDMI cables. I just found out that one was broken. You know what I mean? Like, that's the shit. You know what I mean? You guys don't care about hearing about that shit, but that's what's going on. A quick equipment check. People want to know what I got. Okay, so I'm working off of a Rane 72 mixer. I have dicers, Novation dicers that allow me to sort of bounce around. I can bounce around the track, right? Let's see, I got phase, which is this thing right here, which basically goes on top of the record and tracks the record's movement. I have needles, right? I have these guys, which actually screw into the head shell. If you don't know what this is a turntable. These are the things that track the 45s, these needles that go on it. Let's see, I got a little MPC over here with some drums, just in case I want to do a big snare or some shit. Microphone, clear vinyl that I put. This is SK, by the way, the guy that we rated the other day. This is a trick that he taught us all. It's a piece of black electrical tape on the bottom of a clear record. So what you can't see is, this is what I see on the platter. So when it's going around, I can actually see where things are. So if I want to go to a certain point in the record, I can hit a cue point, which is either on the mixer or on the dicer, and it can take me to an immediate point. And for instance, if I go, I want it at 12 o'clock. So if I want this thing at 12 o'clock, this moment right here, I keep hitting it, and I get it to 12 o'clock. And now every time I bring it back from 12 o'clock, it's, can you do the overhead camera? Thank you. If you do this at 12 o'clock right here, this will make more sense now. So here's this cue point that I'm hitting. So every time I hit it, it just starts the song. But if I were to put it at 12 o'clock and hit it, now every time I come back to 12 o'clock, it starts there. So it's a visual for me to go, that every time this thing hits, I know that it's going to be the top of that sound. So that's kind of stuff that's some nerdy DJ talk for the people who want to know. For the people who totally know, thanks for sitting through that. Anyway, yeah. I think it's time to raid. Should we raid? Is it time to raid? Let's do this. Here's the protocol. Let's go over and see Jay. Shout him out. Jay Espinoza, Bay Area. He's kind of what I look at as like the generation after me and after my kind. SK, Four Color Zach, people like that. Red Bull 3 Style world champion. Amazing dude. You can change the overhead, by the way. It's great. There's only 2 camera angles today, and Yulia's multitasking like a Wonder Woman over here. Anyway, yeah, there's Jay Espinoza. He's a homie. He's another dude who likes to play all different styles of music, and he's a funny dude. Great DJ, amazing skills, and he and I have a love for house music, and we're always sort of talking about it. And he hit me up not that long ago. He was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna do a house thing, and he's like, I saw that you were doing it. I was like, let's just do it together. So let's all go over there, hit him up. When we get there, for the first, I don't know, 45 minutes, do yourself a favor and like hit caps lock and take like a heavy roll of quarters or something and just place it on the Z and just hit enter and sort of like do your thing. So we just hammer Z's at him and just flood. Like, that's the price. If you want to raid from the Z Force, we're about to fucking put Z's all up in your face for a minute. And it's all super fun and love because he's the homie. But you guys want to do that? You guys down for this? Let's go hit up J. Espinoza and go listen to some more house music. And again, after today, next day, whatever, let's get back on the horse and get back into the trenches, man. A lot to do. The world's changing, and I think we will come out on the good side, the better side. So shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to all the Black Lives Matter folks. Definitely rock with you guys. Shout out to everybody in the trenches, man. All right, let's do this. I will see you guys Saturday, 9 p.m. PST for a drum and bass set. And then next Thursday. Be well until I see you. Drop me a line on Instagram, on Twitter, whatever. I'm around. Appreciate you guys. Let's go see Jay and bomb on him really quick. Yes, let's do it. One love, y'all. Shout out to Bree Taylor. I see you. Hell yeah. Get them Z's ready, man. Let's throw the Z's up in this chat, and we'll just, when you transfer, you'll just be in mid Z's. Mid Z's. Are you ready? Is it happening?